Hello, 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 my beloved soul. Sorry. Looked a little blurry for a second. Okay. Hi, guys. So, I'm beloved souls. Thanks for joining me. So, okay, throat chakra clearing. Subject of love. There's this big romanticizing of twin flames and what it means to be a twin flame. Like, this is the ultimate love story right now. And it's like, has all this Hollywood energy of like flowers and roses, and if you're going through this pain and suffering, it's for this eternal love that is greater than great, and that's all well and good, but love starts within, right? So until you are completely someone who has that vibration in order to come into union, right? We have a lot of twins right now that are coming into union because they've either done the work or they've made the choice to do the work together, knowing that there is still work to be done, right? Knowing that things are going to come up that need to be healed because they might be triggering us, knowing that this is not personal and that as a person is evolving on their soul path and on their soul's journey, and as they're ascending and as they're growing and as they're healing, and things are coming up and things may be projected out at us, not to absorb those things, right? And that can be challenging, right? When you live with someone or you love someone and you're talking to them and you feel like they're just lashing out on you, right? You feel like a punching bag. You feel forth, right? Well, do I stay and do I go? And I'm not talking about like narcissism. I'm not talking about abuse. Like, I'm not talking about those situations. Like, you need to be safe. And if you're in those situations, you need to get to a safe space, right? Because that is not a safe, healthy space for you. And that person has to do their healing without you by their side. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't mean that you love them any less. It doesn't mean that there's not potentially a future. Sometimes there shouldn't be a future, but it does mean that you have to step all the way back and love yourself enough to walk away and to know when enough is enough and to set really healthy boundaries, right? And so we have the collective twin flames, right? And we have people being activated, and we have people learning about love and learning that maybe the way that they were taught about love when they were younger wasn't healthy, right? Maybe how someone expressed love to them wasn't actually from a loving place, right? That person was maybe lashing out or acting out through fear and using the word love to cloud and to cover the abuse or the wrongs or the pains or the frustrations that they're dealing with, right? And that they might have projected onto you, and maybe you've been hurt because of it. You know, like, a lot of our parents didn't know how to love themselves enough to learn how to love us fully and completely, right? And so you deal with that, like a parent that's blaming you for not fulfilling their goals, or a parent that's trying to make you take on the role of a spouse that they don't have, right? And then you have all these things going on in your life, not putting that love into yourself. And so now we're being activated and we're being awakened and we're all being drawn back into ourselves. Why? Because you need to remember who you are. You need to remember that you're a being of divine love, and in loving yourself and hopelessly falling in love with yourself, every part of yourself, the good, the bad, the ugly, like however you're viewing it in this present moment, every part of yourself deserves to be loved and deserves to be valued and deserves to be respected. And so the pains and the traumas and mistakes that have occurred, right, are showing us the areas that need to be healed. And when we get with our twin, right, and that energy is powerful, right, our chakras are activated and we feel alive, and there's electricity and there's all this like energy flowing through our body, and we don't really know what's going on. And this person can push us and trigger us and get under our skin in a way that nobody else can. And sometimes we freak out, right? Because it's like, whoa, what are they showing me? What am I seeing here? Am I really? There's so many things that get reflected back to us that we need to like really take a look at as we're being triggered. Why does this bother you so much? Why is this bothering you so much? What is it about this that is bothering you? Because it's never about them. If we're thrown so off, if someone can take us so out of our power to make us that angry or upset, it's not about them. It is all the way about us. How and why are we giving away our power at this moment? And so as twins, as people are coming together, it's really about self-love. It's about going in and loving yourself and just falling deeply in love with yourself, so much so that you can look at every aspect of your being in unconditional love. And when you're feeling that and you're radiating that out, the universe is magnetizing that back to you. And that is when you can come into alignment with your twin. And guess what? As you heal, your twin heals, right? But you're not doing it for them. You're doing it for you. You're doing it for your divinity, your sovereignty, for your love of yourself. Because the only way you're really going to show up in this world and be able to contribute and be your best and shine your light is by loving yourself first, valuing yourself, valuing who beautiful and worthy and powerful and strong. Right? And if these are things that you're not feeling about yourself, then you need to start looking at it and being like, why? Why don't I love myself? Why don't I feel worthy? When did I stop loving myself? Is that the voice in your own head telling you that you don't love yourself? Or did someone tell you you don't deserve to be loved? You'll never deserve to be loved. You're never going to be happy. You don't deserve the best. I don't see you succeeding in that. You can't do that. Are those the voices that are in your head right now? Or is it your voice? Because the voice of you and the voice of the easy to see these tarot and oracle readers on YouTube with the freaking clickbait. Oh, he's getting his just due because he hurt you, or she's getting what she deserved, and watch them burn. Like, why would you? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Tarot is used as a divination tool to channel energy from the higher realms. That is pure love energy. If I am rejoicing in your misery and your suffering and your frustrations and your hurt and your anger, then I am low vibrational and I'm not coming from a place of love, and I'm fucking lying to myself and I'm lying to all of you. That is not love. You do not live and love and want to see someone else in pain. You do not live and love and enjoy someone else's frustrations and misery. That is not a love. That is not a being of love. And if that's how you feel, then you're not ready to be in a relationship with anyone, because you need to totally turn that around and channel that in and see, why am I living my life like this? Where have I not forgiven myself? Where have I not loved myself? Where am I angry at myself? Why are these ugly thoughts coming up? Like, no one deserves that. And yet, we've all been hurt. I've been really hurt and violated, like physically, emotionally, mentally. I've gone through it with some people, and I don't wish those people any harm. And it's not because, like, oh, I'm better than anybody else and, you know, it's easier for me. No, I don't wish them any harm, because I understand the law of reciprocity, and I don't want that energy coming back to me. When the pain happened and the offense happened and my power was taken away in the moment, they don't get to keep taking that power away from me. I get to reclaim my power. I get to love myself, and I need to step back into my power, and I get to go, you know what? No, I'm better than that. And I'm not going to live my life from fear, and I'm not going to make those choices. And so from this space, and I love how it shows up, whether it's a phone call from a friend that just got some really good news, or just like a small moment with my children where, like, my daughter comes up behind me and, like, hugs me, or my son gives me a hug randomly because he's not, like, affectionate like that. Like, little things like that, which mean a lot, because they start to add up. And the more you're feeling this, the more you're in this space, the more you're going to see it, and the more you're in alignment with your divine counterpart. And I hate to tell it to some of you, but a lot of people think that they're twin flames, or that they've met their twin flame, and you're just misguided. One, everybody is not vibrationally there, right? People can get there. You can raise your vibration. You can really activate this energy, right? But it's can't stop thinking about it, that might be your twin. It could be a soulmate, right? It could be a soul teacher. You could have had some type of relationship with them in a past life, and maybe that's why you guys are feeling some kind of way about each other. You know that you've known them from somewhere, right? It doesn't necessarily mean it's your twin. And if you keep putting your focus outwards in the twin flame dynamic, you're missing the point. It's not about your divine counterpart in the twin flame. It's about you. It's about you loving yourself so, again, hopelessly, deeply, unconditionally loving yourself, that you're a vibrational match for someone who is also so deeply, hopelessly in love with themselves that they're able to love you. What are you guys doing with, like, two empty cups, right? Everybody's just thirsty. Probably why I was choking at the beginning of the message. No, you got to love you. You got to fill yourself up. You got to fill that cup up. Do what makes you feel good. Honor yourself. Honor where you're at. Honor every little step you took that got you to this path. If you are a twin flame and you're here and you've met your divine counterpart and you're wondering why you guys aren't in union, it's because work has to be done and healing has to happen. And instead of trying to figure out what they need to heal in order to get yourself into union, figure out what you need to heal in order to get yourself into union. Look at it. Look at your other relationships, right? Look at your relationship with yourself, right? Look at your relationship with yourself. Do you love yourself? Can you look yourself in the mirror and just go, I love you. 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 Can you say that to yourself without cringing, without looking away, without hesitating, do you love yourself? Do you respect yourself? Do you honor yourself? Can you stand in your yes? Do you stand in your no? Do you stand in your truth? Are you happy with the different areas of your life? If you're not in union right now, it's because it's time to work on you're all broken and you both trying to just pick up the pieces and figure it out. No, like you want to get with someone who's good, who's strong, who's ready to love, who's open to love, who's secure, who loves themselves, who loves the universe, who can love you. And that's what you should be wanting to give out. Like, yes, I love myself enough to know that I deserve this love back. I deserve to be loved. I deserve to be valued. I deserve to be respected because that's what I give to my partners and that's what I'm getting back. And if you're not getting that, then things are out of alignment and you need to step back and take a look and heal. Do you love yourself? Can you say that? I love myself and I'm really happy with my life right now. And yeah, maybe things can be better, but I'm out. Whether that's with your twin or your career or your health, or just, I know that things are going to work out. I have hope. I have faith. I believe that things are going to work out and I can do this. I can do this. I can figure this out, right? I'm strong enough. Yeah, maybe I was hurt. Maybe I tripped and I fell, but I got this. I love me right now. I'm happy with the person I am today. I'm better than I was yesterday and tomorrow I'll be even better than today. I'm all right. I'm okay right now. Right? And then just take it from there and start loving yourself. What does that mean to love yourself? What does that look like to you? You know, do you want to go get your nails done? Do you want to make yourself a special meal? Do you want to go take a walk? I buy myself flowers. Like I buy myself roses like once a week. Why? Because I love roses. They have super high vibrational energy and they make me feel good. I love to cook, right? So I cook for my neighbors. I cook for my best friend. I make special things for my kids. Why? Because I love to cook. It brings me joy. And cooking is like my love language, right? So I like to do that for people. What brings you joy? Dancing brings you joy. Me and my daughter always have little dance parties, right? Music is always jamming in here. Brings me joy. What brings us? You deserve it. But you got to love yourself first, right? All right, I'm going to pull a romance angel card. Doreen Virtue. See what we got going on. They're so tiny. I don't shuffle them the other way normally. So, no. I had like half the deck fall out. Not doing that. All right, I'm going to try to shuffle it the other way. Let's see. It's so tiny. Tiny. All right, thank you, my beautiful team of light, for being here. Angels, archangels, ancestors, guides, ascended masters, galactic star family beings of the purest light and highest vibration. Thank you for allowing me to connect with the Twin Flame Collective right now as we draw on these beautiful energies of self-love and self-worth. What message do you have for them on this day? Thank you, and so it is. Let go of control issues, right? It's because there's healing that has to be done on both ends, right? So you just got to step away from it and step away from why we're not together and what can I do more and how do I force this and trying to force your twin to awaken and all of a sudden, no. If we're not together, what do I need to work on, right? What areas of my life do I need to look at? Have I had healthy relationships before? So I know what a healthy relationship looks like before I start saying that I'm a twin flame and I want to be in union. Like, are there healthy relationship patterns in my life? Did I grow up seeing healthy relationships? Some of our partners didn't grow up ever seeing a healthy relationship, and so they don't know what healthy love looks like. And you can't get this person off your mind, and it's so intense. And yet your image of love is convoluted, right? It's convoluted from seeing abuse and seeing lies and seeing manipulation, all under the guise of love, right? And so now they don't know how to feel. You feel this divine love energy flowing through you, but you can't trust it because love is affiliated with fear and abuse and narcissism and toxicity. And so now you don't know what, right? You don't know if you should trust this beautiful love that you feel coming in because you don't know if you deserve it because you've never had it before, right? You don't know what it feels like. You don't know what it looks like. You don't know if you can trust this. And this is on both sides, right? We all have to heal. So if you're in separation right now, right, you need to let it go and step back and give your partner space to do the work that they need to do, and give yourself the space and the love and the respect and the time to do the work that you need to do too. And maybe that is being controlling, right? Maybe that is trying to check their social media and see what they're doing and texting them all the time and checking in. Like, maybe it can be obsessive. Maybe it's a little bit of jealousy. Maybe it's resentment or bitterness because they're not spending time. Like, it can be a whole bunch of things, right, that are not of the vibration of love. If you're not in it with love or above, then there's healing that needs to be done. And I'm not saying that the healing is going to be completely done when you guys come into union. No, like I said, there are a lot of twins right now that have chosen to do the work together because they understand this is a lifetime journey, right? We're all ascending and going up this spiral staircase, but as you go level by level, you heal something else, and then you heal something else, and then you heal something else. It's not like it just stops. We got to keep going. We got to keep pushing forward, right? And you have to release the need to control and the need to control how your partner is ascending and how they're healing, what their evolution looks like. This is it's a solo soul journey, right? People to do the work on a daily basis, right? Let's see what else. I think I'm going to pull a healing mantra card. I feel like that's important at this time. And again, you want to give me like half the deck. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. There we go. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. And we don't even have to talk about addictions of like drugs and alcohol. Like, addictions can be to romance. Some people are addicted to not being alone. They're addicted to sex. They're addicted to food. They're addicted to working out, right? They're addicted to work. There's something which they just put their whole focus in to avoid dealing with the other parts of their life, right? So again, as we're healing and as we're in separation and dealing with these things and learning to love ourselves, we have to look at these aspects of ourselves. Where am I dependent, right? Right? Am I drinking my problems away? Am I screwing my problems away? Am I at the gym all the time so I don't have to go home and deal with my family, right? Am I working all the time so I have to deal with the kids? Like, what is it that's going on in your life that you're avoiding right now? And also expecting our partner to fulfill that is unfair to them, right? They cannot fulfill something which needs to come from ourselves. We have to be fulfilled ourselves in order to truly, truly give into this relationship, this whole. Both people are supposed to be pouring from their cups, right? It should never be solely one or the other. There's going to be times where you're up and they're down, and they're down and you're up, and there's a give and take, right? There's balance, but it shouldn't be a constant imbalance in your relationship. You shouldn't be in love sideways, right? You shouldn't always feel like things are just not in alignment. That's not healthy. It's not pure divine love. That is not what this is about. Interdependence in your relationship is beautiful because you're independent and strong, and they're independent and strong, and you're in love with yourself, and they're in love with themselves, and then y'all are in love with each other and the things that y'all have. Yes, yes, yes. You're activating, you're healing, and you're living your best life. But right now, in this time of self-love, yes, some of you are dealing with literal addictions where it might be drugs and alcohol, and that could be the reason that you're separated from your partner right now, right? They need to sober up, they need to heal, they need to get it together. Or this could be you, right? You need to sober up and step back and let go of control. But flame, it doesn't even matter if you're a twin flame or not. If you are a part of humanity, you need to love yourself, right? You're a sovereign divine being, and you need to love yourself. At the beginning and end of the day, that's what it is. You need to be hopelessly and completely so in love with yourself that you're just radiating and exuding that out, and everybody around you can feel it. And the world is going to show up for you in the most delicious way. And your divine counterpart will show up for you in the most delicious way because they will be ready. So instead of holding on to the person in the twin flame, hold on to the energy. What does that feel like as a twin? If you want to romanticize it, what does it look like in this Hollywood story of twin flames, right? Two people meet and their eyes connect and it's electric, and for some reason they just can't they can't walk away from each other, and they just know, they've always known, like, that is my person. Like, all right, if that's the energy that you want to tap into, awesome. Release the person and tap into the energy. And are you that person? Are you the magnet for that energy? Are you the magnet for love and intensity and bliss and joy and harmony, right? Are you that core rock center that you're looking for? Are you the person that you want to be in union with? I'm not talking about physicalities, right? I'm talking about, are you that person? Twins, right? It connects. You gotta connect. You gotta connect. You gotta connect. You gotta connect. And right now there's a disconnect, right? Because people are too busy in pride and ego. Well, you did this and you did this and you did this and you did this. Yeah, but what about you? What did you do wrong? Where didn't you show up? When didn't you stand in your truth? When were you triggered? When did you react instead of responding from love, right? What about you? Step away from loving yourself. You're going to activate so many different parts of your being in your life that are just amazing to you, that you're going to see, yeah, this is what it is. This is what love is. This is how I should feel all the time. And then you come into alignment, and it's delicious. And it's delicious. All right, I'm going to pull a healing mantra. Then I'm going to close out and go enjoy this beautiful day. So there's a lot of fear in speaking our truth, obviously, because I keep choking. So many people, there's no communication at all, right? There's blocks in communication. There's a fear of speaking your truth. I can feel that. A fear of wasting your breath, right? And that's some of you. Some of you just feel like talking will get you nowhere because you don't feel heard. And some of you are scared to say how you feel because you're afraid to get hurt. You're safe. Your voice is valuable. It means something. Speak. 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 You are loved. I'll pull a healing mantra for you. To Philip, asking for angelic support. You can look at the imagery on that. My angels respond authentic about how I feel. My angels respond when I'm open and authentic to how I feel. Unhooking the past. Can you see the geometry there? There is nothing to regret when I learn from my past. There is nothing to regret when I learn from my past. There is nothing to regret when I learn from my past. When you begin this journey of love and self-love and healing, and you start taking a look back at different moments of your life, right, that you felt maybe just that were just valuable, right, important to you, different parts and moments of your life. It's important that you're looking back at these things in a loving perspective and with the knowing that they can't hurt you anymore, right? The past is the past. Moment, it doesn't have to still disempower you in this moment. You have to let the past go and realize that is not who I am. That is not me anymore, right? I've moved past that. You have to release it. And if you're having a hard time doing that, call upon your angels. The angels and archangels, your ancestors, your guides, you have this whole beautiful team of light that are around you, but they can't interfere unless you ask, right? The angels are here to help us. That is exactly why they were created, but they can only help us if we ask. So we have to literally ask them. Like, angels, please help me in my romance. Like, angels, please help me in my career. Please help me find a home. Angels, give me your guidance. Give me your support. Like, grant me some inspiration. They're here to help, Send me your healing healing energy, Archangel Raphael. Give me the strength and courage, Archangel Michael. Like, help me to speak my truth, Archangel Gabriel. Thank you for blessing my finances, Archangel Ariel. So many angels out there that are just here, and you don't need to know them by name to call them in. Literally, just angels, please. People wonder all the time, like, I pray with people and I love it. I love to hear their prayers. I love to receive prayers. I love to be in that energy, right? Where two or more gathered, so shall they be. So I love that energy. And people can be very wordy at times. And my favorite prayer is literally, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Because there's so many things to be grateful for throughout the day that I'm not always aware of, right? So I just want to say thank you, just to thank you. Like, thank you for this day and any and all that comes with it, right? And I'm not really sure. So angels, please give me some guidance. Like, I'll bring up some incident from my past because they're still living in that old timeline, or it's me like convicting or judging myself. I have to step back and remember, you know what? Yeah, that was a choice that you made. And yeah, you probably could have made a better one, but what did you learn, right? What did you learn? What did you learn? What did you learn? And it always comes back to areas and places in which we didn't truly love ourselves, in which we need to love ourselves, right? You got to step back and love yourself and love yourself and love yourself and love yourself every time something comes up. So release the past, right? Let it go. It's there for lessons and for you, not to make you miserable. It's literally there. Take the lesson, take the blessing, and move forward with your life, right? And come into such of a hopelessly devoted, delicious love of yourself that it just starts to radiate out and the whole world can feel it and see it. And the universe is just going to bring you more of that. I'm telling you. So while you're focused on your union, focus on the union of yourself, loving completely in yourself, being in complete balance with your divine and your divine, masculine and feminine energies, right? Know your divinity, your sovereignty. And then watch the magic that happens. All right. Oh my God, I was on here for half an hour. All right. I love you guys. Thank you for joining me again. I'll talk to you later.